we started publishing something called Red Papers 3 or 4 years ago, and they have started to accumulate into being a fantastic source of reference and repository for our intellectual capital. And the latest Red Paper is this one. It's called The Brand in the Boardroom. It's a really important red paper, and I wanted to use this minute to draw it to your attention. It does two things. One is it speaks to our clients at the very, very senior-most level, to the CEO of our clients, and asks the question of how much is your brand worth, how is it valued, and how can it be made more valuable? And that's an important piece of positioning for us as Ogilvy and Mather. We're not just an ordinary communications agency. We get into these issues that relate to the boardroom. And the second thing it does is to pick up on what's one of our great strengths, which is measuring things. We've said about having an effectiveness culture, and so often we relate that just to an ad campaign or a one-off piece of communications, but why shouldn't we frame it in the broader context of brand? Now, The Brand in the Boardroom has been written by one of our magnificent consultants from RED, Joanna Seddon. Welcome, Joanna.
Thank you.
And please describe what you do in RED.
I lead brand consulting for RED, which is all about helping clients get to better branding decisions that will drive their businesses forward.
Now, it would be fair to say, without exaggeration, that you're one of the world's leading experts on brand evaluation.
I think so.
And how come was that?
It started, I'll tell you when, it started in 2000 when, in another place, another time, we had a client called Telefonica for whom we had done a complete new brand identity. It was all ready to roll out. It was quite expensive. And the board said, stop. We will not approve this amount of money for design until we know what the ROI is. And that was when I started a new approach to brand valuation, which is using it as a way to link marketing to money to, among other things, explain why investments are needed.
You write, and I quote, brand valuation has come to be seen as a dark art, the preserve of a small number of specialists. Why did you write that?
Because brand valuation is, in my view, completely underleveraged. It grew up for too long and stayed among the accountants and tax guys, and has been relegated. The tax consultants and tax guys, they like to keep their numbers close to their chest, and it stayed not transparent, done by little groups of people in back rooms, instead of being brought out into the open, made transparent and used to better marketing.
That's great. And what would you like the impact of this Ogilvy Red Paper to be?
I would like it to help clients start to think differently, to understand the clients outside the marketing department, to start to understand that brand and marketing are assets just like any other asset. Brand is an asset which should be treated like any other asset. It should be invested in, put to work to generate value for the business, and held accountable for the results. And once that happens, it will cease to be regarded as an expense, a waste of money, and really put on its rightful place as the important driver of demand in companies, putting the marketers where they should be, which is up there next to the CEO and the CFO in the boardroom leading the charge.
Wow, well, thank you very much for that, Joanna. And thank you for this. This is a magnificent piece of work, and I hope you all download it, and most importantly, I hope that it will get its way through to our clients, the clients that matter, the CEOs of our client partners. Thank you very much.